just got the first copy of my book.
Prior to entry, and be hosted by Legal Immigration Services.
Hi, how are you? It's Brett Miller here from
Fantastic service, fantastic.
Always recommend me.
Hey guys, Brennan Miller here. Listen, I want to dive into a topic that can be a little bit controversial, but I don't want to make it like that. What I want to do is I want to use this as a forum to be, look at this from kind of stand back from it. And I also want to talk about what the laws are, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to talk about children born in Canada or something that's called birth tourism. Now, childbirth in Canada. Canadian citizenship is attained at birth. There is a legal right, or the legal right of citizenship for all children born in Canada's territory, regardless of their parents' origin or status. All right, so now that we all got that, this process allows foreign nationals to come to Canada, deliver their child, and have their child become a citizen of Canada. Since the child's automatically a Canadian when they're born, they have all the rights and benefits that every other Canadian citizen has. Canada is one of the only countries that has birthright citizenship. All right, there's a few others, but we're one of the onlys, okay? Now, where does this come from? Section 3 and 4 of the Citizenship Act, 1985, it generally talks about what a citizen is. So, there's a number of different ways that this can happen. A, you're either born in Canada, you become a citizen through the nationalization process, which means that you came here as a PR and then you swore an oath, et cetera, or you were born outside and one of your parents was Canadian or a naturalized Canadian before you were born. Okay, cool. Who can be a citizen? Now, there's a few little caveats here, as with everything, okay? And this gets a little murky, so try to follow me a little bit, okay? So, born outside of Canada between January 1st, 1947 and April 16th, 2009, to a Canadian parent who was born outside of Canada, who is second generation and born outside of Canada, or they were adopted outside of Canada by a Canadian parent after January 1st, 1947. Now there is an exception to this. Children born to foreign diplomats under subsection 3(2) of the Act, okay? A foreign diplomat is someone who is officially a representative of a country abroad. Okay, so that's the big exception, right? Okay, so where does this come from? Where does this idea come from? So there's a few different concepts, and there's two different ones that I want to highlight. The first one is, and don't give me a hard time on my pronunciation, but Jus Soli, okay, which means right of soil. This is birthright citizenship in Canada. So if you're born on Canadian soil, you automatically get Canadian citizenship, no matter the status or origin of your parents, okay? Here's a fun fact. Canada and the United States are the only developed countries in the world that follow the law of Jus Soli. Remember I said Canada and a few others? Well, it's Canada and the US. The other concept, and again, please don't beat up my pronunciation here, is Jus Sanguinis, okay? And I know I didn't say that right. But this is basically the right of blood. This is citizenship by nationality of one or both of your parents. You're granted citizenship or if one or both of your parents are Canadian, okay? As an example, because we're not really following that too, but that's actually a concept that we have if you're overseas. All right, now, I want to get into birth tourism. This has been something that has been very, very controversial, and I want to leave the controversy out of it, but I just want to talk about this. So let's set the record straight. It is a legal practice in Canada. So as much as that there's people that are criticizing, and frankly it is seen as people taking advantage of this, it is legal. However, there's a growing number of pregnant foreign nationals who travel to Canada and give birth to their child on Canadian soil. As the children are citizens and have this connection to Canada, while they're back in their country of origin, they can come to Canada later and use this immigration system to sponsor their family. And that's the idea, and that's where people are seeing this as a bit of a loophole. Now, it is a controversial topic, Some believe that people are taking advantage of this as they do not go through the immigration system, and it can be a financial burden on the healthcare system. For example, it's costly to taxpayers using it to gain Canadian benefits, healthcare, education, social benefits, all of those different things. And others believe that it can actually financially benefit healthcare by, people who are paying into the system, et cetera, et cetera. There's financial benefits to the immigration system, decreases the number of stateless people, for example, benefits to Canada's low birth rate, et cetera, et cetera. Either way you sit on the fence, this is a legal practice, and that's where it is. Now, there is rumblings, and again, it does come in the media here and there, where people will, what's the word I'm looking for, politicize it. We're told that it's not a big issue, but there are people that are taking advantage of it. They're actually having their kids born here and they're not paying their bills, et cetera, et cetera. This is an issue. But these are small in majority, and these are the ones that are actually hitting the news per se, okay? Personally, I've stopped passing judgment on people many years ago. I don't pass judgment on people that are looking for a better life for their kids. And quite frankly, it is a legal practice, so that people are doing it, so that's it. I don't particularly agree with it in that respect, because I do believe that people are taking advantage of the system there, because it's not what it's intended to do. There might be some changes in the pipeline on that, depending on the government of the day. But I can tell you this, it's legal, and I have to respect that, and I'm never gonna pass judgment on somebody's right to find a better life for themselves or their kids. All right, let's leave it at that. Again, thank you for watching, and didn't mean to stir up some controversy here, because that's not what this is about. It was more just to kind of set this straight, because I know that there's a lot of misconceptions about this. All right, so if you have any questions about anything immigration related, please feel free to reach out. More than happy to address those. Put some comments down below, whatever you see fit. But please, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because we got some really great content that's coming out, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, guys.